Everyone is always keen to know what is happening in our nation. As corruption was increasing in our country at a fast pace, people were not aware of the way in which the public funds are being utilized. Thus, it was necessary to pass the Right to Information Act to help the common man gain the information from the center or state government. This act is also applicable to corporate organizations, whereas the employee have the right to know the information related to them. Hello everyone, my name is Satyam Shivaj and I am working as a legal intern with Lexis and Company. And in this video, we will discuss about RTI and how to file an RTI. Starting with what is RTI Act. RTI Act provides timely response to citizen requests for government information. It is an initiative taken by the Department of Personnel and Training under Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievance and Pension to provide a RTI portal gateway to citizen for quick search of the information on the detail of the first appellant authorities. Amongst other, beside access RTI related information, disclosure published on the web by various public authorities under the Government of India as well as the state governments. This act provides for setting up practical regime of the right to information for citizens to secure access to information under the control of public authorities. In order to promote transparency and accountability in the working of public authorities, the constitution of the Central Information Commission and State Information Commission for the matter connected therewith. Now, what is public authority? A public authority is any institution or authority of a body of government established or constituted by or under the Constitution or by any other law made by the Parliament or state legislature or by notification issued or order made by the Government of India or any state government. The bodies are owned, controlled, and substantially financed by the Government of India or the state government or any non government organization substantially financed by the Government of India and state governments. What is the objective of the Right to Information Act? The basic object of the Right to Information Act is to empower the citizens and to promote transparency and accountability in the working of the government, contain corruption and make our democracy work for the people in the real senses. It goes without saying that an informed citizen is better equipped to keep necessary vigil on the instrument of governance and make the government more accountable to be governed. The act is a big step towards making the citizen informed about the achievement of our government. Which government organizations are required to give RTI information under this act? All government agencies, whether they are under a state government or a central government, under the is do come under the purview of this act. For example, any municipal corporation, public sector units, government departments, ministry at state as well as at central level, judiciary, government owned companies, government universities, government schools, work departments, road authorities, provident fund departments. This is the list of quite exhaustive one. You can ask the government how much money is being spent on renovation of its minister's bungalow, what is their telephone bill, fuel expenditure is, or you can ask what amount was spent on MLA or MPs on foreign trips. You can ask how much of allocated money your elected representative have utilized on improving their constituencies. You are also entitled to ask for even a breakup of the amount spent project wise. This information, RTI information, is available because it is the taxpayers' money that is being spent here. Few ministries and departments make online RTI replies available to public. You can also see them on their respective websites. Not only government and their departments, but also smaller units such as the city corporation or Gram Panchayat also fall under this ambit of RTI. Be it police, passport office, or electricity water supply company, or even the IRCTC, all are required to furnish RTI information. Through RTI, we can get copies of government documents such as record, advices, opinion, reports, paper, file noticing. Even email communication and data held in electronic form has to be made available to citizen upon the request of RTI application. We are we can even go to the department's office and inspect their records and document. If at all RTI information is voluminous, you can take photocopies, obtain certified copies, take printout and whatnot. Now, which government departments are exempted from this act? This is crucial because 20 odd organizations are exempted from the RTI, but all these entries are related to our country's defense and intelligence, such as RAW, BSF, CRPC, CISF, Intelligence Bureau, National Security Guard, and etc. Further, there are some specific instances where RTI information cannot be furnished. These instances relate to such matter that would affect national security, sovereignty, strategic, economic, or scientific interest, or have been disallowed by the court to be released, or have been disallowed by the relate to which might reveal the trade secret or intellectual property information which might affect or harm the competition position of a third party, or anything related to information under fiduciary relationship, and which might relate to the foreign government information. Moreover, any data which affect the physical life or person's safety, along with any data which might affect the process of any investigation, data related to cabinet papers, or any data to personal information without any public interest. However, RTI laws can say that any information which cannot be denied to a member of parliament or state legislature cannot be denied to their citizens. Now let's see what is the steps to file an RTI. First, you need to write an application in writing, or if you want to get it typed as well on the paper in English or in Hindi or in any official language of the state. You need to address the application to Public Information Officer of the concerned public authority or department. Then you need to ask the question to any government department or ask any public authority to furnish any information. When asking question, make sure that you are specific and the question should be clear and complete. The next step is to avoid asking vague question as it is difficult for the concerned PIO to supply that information. Then the next step, you should write your full name along with your contact details, address, and also mention your address in the application. Then there is no need for the applicant to state the reason for seeking the information from any government department. It is not mandatory at all. Then you need to pay such fees with the application which has been prescribed by the government. Next, if your request cannot be made in writing, the PIO or the central or state government department must provide all the reasonable assistance to a person making the request orally, or it can be reduced in writing. Now remember to keep a copy of the application filed with the PIO with you for your own reference. Then you need to go to the post office and submit your application accompanied with the requisite fees to be issued to your receipt and acknowledgement for the same. Then in the case of any central government department, there are 629 post offices have been designated as Assistant Public Information Officer or APOs. Then this is a procedure for filing the RTI application offline with the aid of the postal services. If you want to file it online, there is a website you can go through, and the same data will be provided on the internet. You can reduce it in writing and submit your application. Moreover, you need to pay the prescribed fees. Then after a while, you will be able to get the data. That is all. Thank you for watching.